Now.
Well, live. I believe it or not, folks, I've only just sat down and the screen has just popped up live. That's how close. That's how close I cut it these days.
That's the sign of a true professional.
He's got a sensor on his chair. When his butt hits the chair, the camera goes live.
You're not alone. You're not alone, Sid. I've not been in here that long, mate.
Yeah, that's it. I know that these guys can have everything set up for me, so I could just turn up, sit down, and they're ready to go.
You can do the royal wave, and then just off you go.
It's like being the captain of a ship, isn't it? Where you just step on board, right, let go, and sail away. Yeah.
It's like it at the end as well. He just buggers off, and we're all left cleaning up the mess.
Well, anyway, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Monday night eModels. eModels, co.uk. That's what it is. Yeah, I know we've been a little bit absent for the past few weeks because one thing and another. But I know that Colin's been holding the fort, and he's been doing a fantastic job on that excavator thing. That very, very, very similar to the one I've got, but he's got the super angry one.
I got carried away again, didn't I, Ted?
Yeah.
You carried away.
I've got this one. Well, Collins, I would describe as super mean and super angry because it's got two arms and
it got two arms, Ted.
Two arms
and another arm.
Yeah. Do some wrecking.
That one.
And I think that's the one. Look,
it's just going.
Look how mean that is.
That is gnarly, isn't it? It's like and she's in her component parts at the moment. So, anywho.
Don't forget, folks,
anyway, welcome everybody. There's me, Skipper Ted, and there's Fox over here, and there's Colin down here, and I think that Chris is in the background as well. Is that right? Are you with us, Chris?
Hello, I am here in spirit once again.
Yes. Now, the good news is Chris has been having his eyeballs poked and prodded, and
yes, they've done one of my balls. They've yet to do the other one.
Wait.
For a change, it ain't me that's done it.
Oh, there's nothing. They did. They did one, and they're going to do the other one soon, hopefully. So yes, I shall be returning back to the land of camera and bench work. Not imminently, but soon-ish.
Yes.
That's great. That's great news. It's good. Yeah, we'll soon have Chris Chris back and seeing things with these.
Absolutely.
Yeah, don't forget, folks, this is a show, freemodels.co.uk, your one-stop shop.
For all your model making needs.
How many?
All of them.
All of them. Yep, so have fun. Keep it clean in the chat, please, if you're watching this. Do join the live chat, but keep it clean and family friendly. And please don't discuss other model retailers. If you want to join the live chat, because we'll be doing all kinds of nonsense while we do the show, click the YouTube icon in the bottom right-hand corner if you're not on YouTube. And you can join us that way. And you can join the live chat. We'll be doing a poll for the giveaway winner later on. So make sure you've put... I don't know what that was.
Nor do I,
Make sure you... I don't know where that's going. Make sure you put a comment on the last Monday show, which was 25... whatever, this one less than this one, 25.
Yeah, one less than this.
Yeah, make sure you put a couple of 7 comments on there when I checked it.
295, yeah.
295, yeah. So make sure you put a comment. I think we're asking what you would do with photo etch.
Yeah.
Because we've got the big bag of photo etch. We'll be pulling a giveaway winner later on.
Who's pulling that? Because I've got nothing loaded at the moment.
I loaded it up on the off chance.
No worries, mate.
Don't look at Ted's screen. Don't look. Oh, Ted, just do that again for Colin because he wasn't looking.
Yeah, look how the light reacts on this gold. It's gold in them there packets.
This is where Fester just drops out now.
Still can't see anything. Well, I was focused because I may have taken the lid off of. Yeah.
Oh dear Lord! Nobody talked to Fester for at least 5 minutes, and then hope that after that we can talk to him because he's not glued his mouth shut.
Yeah,
it could happen. So yeah, be friendly and let's have fun.
Absolutely.
I've just been looking at the diary, and I actually think that this Monday night is the last Monday night before Telford. If anybody's going to Telford, anybody out there in Chatland going to Telford this time? I won't be there this time, unfortunately, just because
we won't be there.
Yeah, I just haven't got the time on things like that. So
in a shocking dereliction of duty, I don't think any of us knows for sure if eModels are going to Telford. We should really know that.
Yeah, they are, mate. They're putting their goddamn stand up, mate.
So they'll be there. I think they're doing God Hand again, nice. But they'll certainly be at Telford. So go along, say hello. Tell Pete, mate, you want some Haribos, and tell him we sent you.
I did tell him to take. He went to the Scottish, the show in Scotland a couple of months ago, and I said, just tell. I said you need to take a big bag of Haribo with you. He said, why? I said, because I kind of did a PR for you and said that you were taking Haribo. He went, okay. Yeah. Everybody will be asking you for Haribo.
He stands there sometimes going, really? I'll turn me back for 5 minutes and you, yeah.
He said, can you pimp this? I said, yeah, but you'll be taking Haribo with you.
Huh? So what else is going on in November? Oh, it's that. And anyway, let's get on with doing things. It's your show. You can tell us, guide us to where you want us to go. And don't forget, if you've finished a thing, you can get a ding.
Yeah.
What's
Ding's
on
confirmed.
the bench and what's in your belly, and all the other things like that. And I'll find something to do. What I did come across the other day when we're cleaning out the kitchen was
big 6 foot long Titanic.
Does everybody else get a box full of broken fridge magnets like I've got?
No.
Yes.
I wonder what that was.
Yeah, I have to do my repairs. Yeah.
The thing is, I think most of them are sort of resin, and they just hit the tile floor, and that's it. So maybe we won't do them.
I find it charming that you don't just throw them away when they break.
Yeah. The thing is that they become as like sentimental value, don't they?
Yeah, that's true.
Remind you of holidays and things like that. Another thing I could do, I could start weathering a truck, things like that.
Yeah.
But by the time the show's over, I probably won't have done anything at all.
No, I'm wrong with that.
Yeah.
Oh, Phil East has come in and said he's finished a Yag Tiger build with a scenic base this week. Oh, well done.
Oh, nice one. You can have that.
Scenic base.
But don't forget, Phil, if you finished it, send a picture to the Facebook group.
Yep.
Let's have a look at it, if you haven't already.
Yeah. Remember, it's facebook.com/groups/scale model addicts.
Addicts.
I could be completely wrong.
Probably something like that. The Bobbins has started our belly and bench today with the belly teriyaki chicken stir fry. The bench still painting the 350 Wessex.
Nice one.
Wesser, not Wessex. Wesser. I don't know where that is.
Wesser.
It's got to be. I mean, being a 1-350, it's got to be a big thing, is it?
It'll be an
aircraft carrier or
thing,
something. Or, I don't know.
Boated goodness, I suspect.
And Gemma's telling us she's got a furry friend staying for a few days. Oh.
Have you not had a shave, Chris? Come on.
I actually did. I'm still moderately hairy, but no. We've adopted Gemma's mum's dog for a week or so.
Oh, okay.
While they're on holiday, so yes.
I thought perhaps it was an 8-legged friend and she was being a bit panicky.
No, she wouldn't have mentioned that. I'd have heard that through my headphones.
You would have heard it through the wall.
Yes, even with my headphones on, is what I really meant. But yeah,
I would have heard it.
Does she squeal as much as Fox when he comes across the crane fly?
Hey, luckily I've never actually been attacked by a crane fly live on the television, which is good.
You did that infamous jazz hands squeal, didn't you? When once something flew across your desk on the
it got
frolic.
close to him, but yeah.
He was
I
like,
did something like that. I remember there was a wasp once.
yeah.
And then, of
The
course,
Bobbins does say it is a German non-existent aircraft carrier. So I was right in my assumption of an aircraft carrier.
Absolutely, Chris.
Happy about that.
do you know, there'd be somebody out there that would try and rivet count a non-existent thing. They really would. There is be somebody out there.
I know that for sure.
Yeah, I think you'll find. I think you find it not, mate.
Yeah. If you remember rightly, cat build, rivet counted.
Yep.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Famously rivet counted, that was.
Yes. My paint is being an awkward thing today.
Wrong with that.
I don't know if you ever had it where you do that thing where you put the paint on and it just pulls away like with the surface tension as if you're painting over like a shiny surface, but you're not.
Like you didn't actually paint it, yeah.
Yeah, weird. Just every now and then you get it. I don't quite know why.
What is that you're painting anyway, Fox? I've not seen it before, so.
Oh, I am painting. Well, it's 3 parts. Lord Croak's throne, which is a floaty throne upon which he sits, and there's a skink on there, a lovely little skinky fella. I've not done anything on the washing on the golds and metals yet, but so he has a throne. He has a fabulous hat, which I need to paint the feathers for. And then there's Lord Croak himself, who's been dead for thousands of years, but he's still alive magically, and he does things. So he's gonna sit on the throne and float about.
I was expecting him to be bigger.
No, he's big for a skink.
I suppose.
For a seraphon. But got snakes and stuff.
But I mean, judging by the size of the hat.
Yeah, I mean, it is such a fabulous hat. I mean, look at that. You can't. It's not on.
Have you got a hat like it?
I don't have a hat that fabulous now. I have some fabulous hats, but not that fabulous.
Yeah, he's our very own JK, and he's got a rather large hat box that he rummages through.
Yeah.
It's full of baseball caps. Yeah.
No. No.
He does like a baseball cap.
No, he doesn't.
Skaven Blight Dinge.
Good colour.
Well, that ain't going to work. Oh, well, my Humbrol dust wash is gone.
It's just dust, is it?
Gone a bit Pete Tong, is it, Tedward?
It's no longer a wash. It's a Humbrol dust lump.
Is it just Humbrol dust, basically?
So we'll find something else.
Have you got any of the ammo or AK and ammo stuff? It's really good. Dusts and sands and stuff. They're quite good.
Oh, right. So, what's everybody been up to? I know we've been away for a few weeks, and I take it the fans have missed us.
Yeah.
They're
I'm sure they
obviously very politely going to say yes, but you can imagine they was all doing fist bumps.
I bet they all, have you been away? I didn't even notice. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were like, woohoo, they're not on this week. I can play on my Xbox instead.
Oh, no, I might do it.
Let's put that in the pocket.
We can always do some pigments on this.
I'll get your pigments here, 3 for £1.
No, I just need to find the right pigment brush.
Oh, I would suggest makeup brushes, but I don't have any of the wife's to hand.
Oh.
What you need, Ted, is the one on the label that says, this is the one you need right now. That's the pigment you want. It's AK Interactive special pigment for that thing you're painting right now. Cool.
As everybody could see, I'm I just wing it, as I say. I was last minute at the bench. I had an idea what to do. And Andy Preston, you're right. The Humbrol washes don't last. Well, no, it doesn't say. It seems like none of the washes, once they're opened, they last too long.
They evaporate, don't they?
Yeah, especially if they're solventy enamels and stuff, they just evaporates away.
Yeah, that's the bit I'm not looking forward to, in that I haven't done any real painting or anything for about 2 years.
Ooh, yeah.
So I'm expecting most of my supplies are going to be no good. So I shall have to be rebuilding my stash and kits. Like, the kits are obviously all right, but everything else.
I can hear Pete Mate's wallet smiling.
Is it groaning?
Now.
Yeah.
Groaning now. It's happy for the money to be coming in.
It's yawning like Bagpuss. It's like...
That was a good back push on that was, dude.
That was, mate, wasn't it? I've studied many episodes of Bagpuss. It sounds so wrong, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I've lost my fixative as well.
He's lost your what?
Yeah, I've got some pigment fixative as well, and I've lost that as well.
You're not having a good day, are you, Ted?
That's the problem, Chris. You get away from the bench for so long. It's not just a matter of things drying up. It's what you forget where you put things.
Yeah.
Ted's like, I step away from the bench for 1 year and I've got this like 3 foot long shit there still. God darn it.
Poor Ted.
Yeah, I think he's hoping that the little elves will come in and just finish it for him. These vines.
I need to go around doing a bit of touching up.
Ooh, careful. Still got the original Asbo on in force. So when you're back up and running then, Christopher, and your eyesight's up to scratch and you're back at the bench, what do you think you're going to dive back into build-wise? Any plans or thoughts? I don't
know. I mean, obviously I'm going to start something quite easy and ease myself back in gently rather than throw myself into something very complicated.
Ted's sitting there going, I've got 15 sheets of photo etch for the Titanic you can bend for me with your young man's eyesight.
Oh, young man.
Yeah, nothing quite like that. I mean, I've got a large cupboard of stash to delve into and find something. I might just do some quick Warhammer painting rather than difficult building to begin with. But yeah.
Fair play, mate. Like I say, it's going to be nice to see you back at the bench because you've been missed, mate.
Yeah.
Oh.
Can't have a member of the team sitting it out and not there.
Well, I missed out, mate. Well, you do a good job at doing that. See what I did.
I don't know.
Yeah.
No, you can't have an empty seat at the table. It's not right.
No one puts baby in the corner.
No. And don't even come near me with that metal coat hanger.
Chris is now thinking, I never thought I'd get a Dirty Dancing reference. Your life is complete now.
Scamwell and Chaos says by the time Ted finishes the Titanic, it will be the 120th anniversary of the sinking.
Yeah,
By the
well,
time
I'm waiting for a significant date to finish it. That's my excuse anyway.
What, the
And
600th
works well,
anniversary?
Tell.
Yeah.
Tell. Ted even.
What, Tell?
Yeah, all right there, Tell.
Right, you're Terry from now on, Ted.
Yeah.
That's your name now.
Hello there, Tell boy.
Yeah, Ted's waiting. Like, by the time Ted finishes his Titanic, we'll have rebuilt a new one and sunk that as well.
Apparently,
they're
they
gonna
are
be building
building
one.
They
They
are
are,
building
yeah.
a new one.
Yeah, it's getting built in Dubai, innit? Or Saudi, somewhere over that way.
Yeah,
Yeah, certainly one being built.
Well, there's an Australian guy that's been like trying to build a Titanic for like the last 20 years, and he keeps starting it.
Yeah.
But there's also, I think, some company making a hotel that won't go anywhere, but it'll be the Titanic in a dock.
Yeah.
But it wants to go anywhere.
Fair play to him at the end of the day. Bit of
kinda cool.
XP.
Because I mean, you look at modern day liners, passenger liners, and like that big abomination that's just been released, the biggest one in the world. And it's just this bright coloured abomination. It's like there's no style or grace there. Come on.
Yeah, it's like a multicoloured turd, isn't it? It really is.
Yeah, it's just basically Timmy Mallet on the ocean.
That's who it is, yeah. Timmy Mallet. Whackaday bloke,
Yeah.
wasn't it? It's like, yeah. I got to take that Amit, Mr. Mallet. Yeah.
It's the kind of boat you look at and think, I want that to sink.
Yeah.
For the good of mankind and the sake of the children. Yeah, make a new Titanic and all the grace and elegance of an old steamliner. Without the steam, obviously. Without the sinking.
Must have been a beautiful era to go sailing in.
I do see that somebody's come up with a great idea for making ships sort of eco-friendly. They've come up with this new idea of putting sails on them.
Really? Who'd have thought it?
Wow.
Yeah, no,
Like some sort of wind power. Yeah.
yeah. I thought that was a brilliant idea. How nobody's ever thought of that before.
Yeah.
It must be the same guy that invented the windmill to generate electricity.
Yeah. Oh, you'd never have thought it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What will
Did
they
you
do
know-
next?
Interesting historical fact time. You didn't ask for this, but tough. Did you know that in ancient Greece, there was a gentleman whose name I actually sadly forget, but he designed, amongst other things, a number of different steam engine-based devices
Right.
and machines, including a steam engine that would open these enormous stone temple doors.
Oh, right.
So you'd pull a series of levers and it would all crack on. These big doors would open automatically. He invented a vending machine where you put a coin in and it dispenses a specific amount of holy water in this temple. And other steam engine, and there was a little toy, children's toy that was a steam engine. And this guy invented all this stuff that if it had taken on, if it had latched on, we would have had the Industrial Revolution like 1,000 years early.
Yeah.
But they never went anywhere. It's like, oh, this guy invented the steam engine like 2,000 years before we rediscovered it. Where would we be? We'd be in the stars now.
Oh, mate, we would be, stratospheric, mate.
Yeah. I can't believe people sat there and thought, vending machine, that'll never take off. Can't see a use for that.
Yeah, I was thinking out loud. I wonder what the most useless invention ever. Never mind.
Sinclair C5 springs to mind for some reason.
Yeah.
It's up there, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
I did ride one of them.
Did you?
Yeah, it was while we were on holiday somewhere down south, I think, and they had it as like an amusement type thing. It was like 5 minutes on this, riding around a little course. It was quite good fun. I quite enjoyed it.
I'll never
Again,
forget.
it was sort of before its time.
Oh, yeah. I'll never forget the petrified expression
I'll be back in one sec, folks.
of this fella riding one through Tooting Broadway during rush hour. And it was like, there's a man who regrets his purchase.
Yeah, they would have been good if they were a bit better. I think they did a version of it that had like a giant flag sticking up the back, which it needed
That's
something to
right,
make it visible.
Well, lorry drivers couldn't see it, Chris, could they?
No.
And bus drivers and, you know, you could just see that there was going to be big accidents happen, and yeah.
Yeah, but I've got this vision in my head now of these things that run up and down the road that disabled people have.
Yeah. Do you remember the Invacars, the little blue Invacars?
Oh, yeah.
With the sliding doors. They got taken off the road, didn't they, as a safety thing in the 70s or the early 80s, because, a couple of them got squished, didn't they? But
yeah, but I think Sinclair's idea, it was just a little bit ahead of his time, because that's basically what these motorized wheelchairs are now.
Oh, yeah, the little mobility scooters and that, He was ahead of his time, you know, he was visionary. I mean, I can remember the ZX Spectrum was well ahead of its time. But,
Yeah, a lot of things are just launched too soon.
Yeah.
The world wasn't ready. But then again, would the world have been ready if it hadn't have launched too soon?
That's the thing. I think
they pave the way?
Yeah, he took the gamble, didn't he, on it? And because I think he had so much success with the personal computing stuff, he thought, people will love this. And
he did the phone that did email, didn't he?
That was Alan Sugar, wasn't it? The email.
Oh, Sugar. Yeah, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, Amstrad, wasn't it?
Amstrad. Yeah.
But he was the same. Alan Michael Sugar Trading, Amstrad. There you go, folks. Factoid of the day. Fester's factoid of the day. But, I mean, I can remember I had an old Amstrad stereo, and one of the speakers had a bit of a smell to it, and it didn't sound so great. So I opened it up, and there was an half-eaten cheese sandwich in it.
Oh, really?
It was like,
crazy.
Oh, great.
Where's the other half?
Yeah. Exactly. It was one of them. Oh, okay. Well, that explains it. Yeah. I owned an Amstrad stereo. My mum had an Amstrad emailer.
She must have been the other person that had one.
Yeah. It just sat there. And it was like, so what you plan on doing with it, Mum? I don't really know what it is, she said. I said, why did you buy it? She said, it looked interesting.
Well, it certainly was interesting. I think they did like 3 different versions of it over the years as well.
Yeah. He came out with a personal computer with the built-in Sega Mega Drive, didn't he?
Yeah.
So you had a sliding panel on the front that slid over what was the 3.5-inch floppy bay. That's how old it was. And the other side was the shape of a Sega Mega Drive cartridge. But hey, you know, he's a billionaire, so he did something right.
Well, exactly right, yeah.
There is that. At a time when it wasn't fashionable to be an entrepreneur, was it? Yeah, good old Alan Sugar. Very nice fella.
I've just had a thought. While I'm demonstrating doing this wagon weathering for whatever, just because I feel like doing it, I have been asked to do a talk to a group on model making and things like that. But as you know, well, as you can see at the moment, to do any demonstration, it means sort of being close up.
Yeah.
So has anybody out there in Chatland or whatever ever been to a talk, or do they have some ideas how I could present a talk about model making to a large group?
One of those big school overhead projectors, Ted.
Yeah. I was thinking of doing something like that, like the Mig Amor do talks and discussions.
To be quite honest
Here's something
with
I
you,
prepared earlier.
you could do it on a laptop with a 50-inch telly as an extended monitor. And clip a webcam over what you're building, and it picks up the webcam. This is what I'm doing, but I honestly don't know, to be honest with you, the best way of doing that. It's an interesting question, mate.
Yeah, because I did think about sort of maybe getting a couple of cheap sort of glue together things and handing them out to the group.
Yeah.
But the group that I'm talking to is a group of Parkinson sufferers.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, so I thought the the dexterity of some of them might be
It might be a bit difficult for them, bless them.
a
Yeah.
little bit. Yeah, so I could talk a lot. Could take along some examples of what's been done and
Is it going to be in a hospital or home or something, or?
Yeah, it's going to be in sort of a community hall.
All right. I mean,
That's-
they may have something set up that will do something like a video presentation.
Yeah.
So I do something quick like this to to show them how things get weathered, and because I think sticking things together would be a little bit difficult.
Yeah, it's a strange one because it is such an up close and intimate hobby, in it. Let's be honest, and to try to project that to a room of people that are probably a dozen feet away from what you're doing is it's a challenge, mate.
Big magnifying glass in front of you.
I know I did I did a demonstration once to a group of air cadets, but that was a different kettle of fish because they were all sort of in on the subject and knew what it was all about. You show them an aircraft and they knew more about it than I did and that sort of thing. And Philly says he could do a slideshow explaining the various steps with photos.
Yeah, that
could
would
be an
work.
idea.
PowerPoint presentation set.
Yeah, I could do a little PowerPoint of how things go together.
Take some pictures of your Titanic on a slideshow.
Yeah.
Whack it up on a big screen, mate.
Yeah, a PowerPoint, and then finish off with about half an hour of weathering or something.
Absolutely. You know, what you're doing now, cut the train carriages, something like that, mate. Perfect, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hello, folks. I will be back in a minute. Apologies.
That's all right, mate.
I'm sure I could soon fill an hour with just random talking rubbish like I usually do.
Hey, mate, we do it well enough on here, mate, but don't tell the viewers that.
Oh, well, we could fill an hour with just utter rubbish on here, so.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a difficult one, to be honest with you. I used to take stuff into work because people used to always ask what it was, I did, because I did a couple for people at work that were ex-military. And people showed an interest, and when I mentioned about eModels and things like that. So, I just used to take random stuff in. It was a bit like a quarterly show and tell thing at our local place of work. And people were quite intrigued because they always thought it was, airfix Spitfires and the odd shiny car. They didn't realise that you could do stuff like this in the hobby.
I think generally the model making world in its form gets a bit of a bad comical press because of people's sort of expectations of model making or what we are or what we do.
Yeah, they all think we're turtlenecks with neck beards and, right, I think you'll find this airfix Spitfire, and you get categorised, don't you? And, And they was quite surprised because things like weathering, they didn't know about.
No, well, none of us knew about it years ago, did we?
No. Bit of edge highlighting and maybe a gunk wash every now and then, and that was about it, wasn't it?
I'd be amazed if 90% of particularly the male population haven't built or have built a model sometime in their life, whether it be kid, you know, they've it's sometime they will have built, particularly anybody in over 40s will have built a plastic kit sometime in their life.
I mean, when I was growing up, I'm 57, model kits and modelling was still a very big and popular thing. You know, you only had to look at your high street. There was always various model shops around your local town, and it was still quite a growing hobby amongst youngsters. And then personal computing and gaming machines came along, and that was it.
Yeah, up till about the era of computers.
Yeah,
I think this was the mainstay of, particularly a male-orientated thing.
yeah,
Girls did do it as well, and still do.
absolutely.
Some of them are very good at it as well.
Some of them are far better than us fellas.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, it was still quite a large interest hobby, and then it petered off, didn't it?
Yeah.
Which I think is a shame.
They were even doing TV shows about it, Model World and things like that. If anybody remembers Model World,
I don't remember a TV show. No.
BBC, was it BBC Two, something like that?
yes, I think it was something like that. I know that recently, in the past few years, there's been model railway shows.
Yes. That's a side that's never died out.
No.
Yeah. A unique fold of people. But again, some of the dioramas that you see and the layouts that people have got are fascinating. We've only got to look at Rod Stewart.
Oh, Rod Stewart, Pete Waterman.
Yeah. Hey, Rod Stewart's got New York City in one of his places, isn't he? It's massive.
Who was the other guy as well? The singer, the pianist.
Gilbert O'Sullivan, no.
I can't think of his name. He did a TV show when he met Rod Stewart and Pete Waterman.
Oh, yeah, I know the guy, Jules Holland.
Jules Holland, that's him.
Yeah. Yeah, he's another one.
Max McGinn said, I'm going to need to take my lab coat with me to look professional. That could be an idea. Yeah.
Yes, Professor
Skipperton.
Skipperton.
Go along as Professor McSkipperton.
Yeah.
Philly started the hobby late, and to his untrained eye, the difference between a well-weathered masterpiece and a beginner's attempt was minimal.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you see some work, especially some of the Japanese builders. It's that standing joke in its skill level, Japan, because they do take it to a whole new level.
Yeah.
I've seen some stunning work from the builders out there. It's unbelievable skill.
I think it's as well. It's not just what they've done to it. It's how it's presented as well.
Yeah.
Sometimes just put in the right scene or photographed the right way.
Oh, yeah. It's...
Yeah, getting the right photo can make a big difference to everything, can't it?
Of course it can. Of course it can. You could have a Picasso, but if you photograph it on a knackered old 110 cartridge camera, it's not going to look good, is it? I'm showing me age now. 110 cartridge cameras.
Yeah. I had a few of them. They used to give them away, or very cheap, or free at like Super Snaps or something. Or
buy 2 rolls of film and get a Kodak Extra.
Yeah,
it's like the James Bond camera when it was like. They would last for 2 rolls of film, and then you'd hear that spring go bang, bang.
Yeah.
Stefan asks, has anybody seen the Miniature Wonderland in Hamburg? Is that the one where it has the aircraft coming into land? And
Yeah, I think it's a proper interactive 3D world of stuff.
Yeah,
in
it says it's
and-
the world's biggest model railway, so it's got
Yeah.
everything on it, hasn't it?
Yeah, UK TV says Agnes did the series on Hornby, 2 seasons, I think, and it had Eddie Izzard appear on it. They looked at everything, including bringing a modic kit from design to launch, and that was the one, mate. Yeah,
yeah, that's it. Yeah, the one Eddie Izzard. He's another model maker
Yeah.
as well.
absolutely. There's a few known world leaders as well that are model builders.
Yeah, must remember though that when people ask you what you do for a hobby, you should tell them that you're not a model maker, you're a miniaturist.
Miniaturist.
Miniaturist. It sounds a lot
Miniaturist.
posher and a lot
It
more.
actually does, doesn't it?
Rather than saying I make plastic models, I'm a miniaturist.
I normally say I'm a scenic creator or a digital content creator. That's just it.
Just trying all different techniques just to weather this wagon down.
I
so
mean,
that-
you think when we was getting back into this hobby, model clubs was still a thing. Whereas now, obviously, we've got this, we've got YouTube, you've got the webcam, the videoing, and for me, it's brought the hobby to a whole wealth of people. I've had people message me channel many a time saying, you know, I came across the channel purely late night ASMR by mistake type of thing, and didn't realise scale modelling was so intricate and different genres and interest and how it's grown, and it's made them, or you know, they said, yeah, it's made me want to go out and get a kit and have a go, and I was quite blown away by that, you know, because I wouldn't say I'm the world's most well-known builder, but they felt inspired to go and have a go, and I got a buzz off of that, I must admit. It was
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
Certainly the internet has made the world of model making
yeah.
sort of, it's become less of a one-man hobby, hasn't it?
Yeah, it was the cat build. That was the one, because in one of the tags it had Star Wars, and they was a bit of a Star Wars fan, and seeing something brought from the sci-fi into the potential of real world, they found quite intriguing, and yeah.
My apologies, folks. I'm back now.
Just to let you know, folks, Fox is back now.
I'm back now. Do you want me
Fox
to
is back,
rescue
so we're
you?
all going to disappear now. And
Yeah,
leave
Fox
to
is
do his
back
own
now. He's
thing for
made his
court now.
announcement that he's been and gone, and he's back now. So we could all stop now and let him have the limelight again.
I don't want the limelight. But I
Love
can
the
rescue you and do
limelight.
my what's in store in a minute.
Yeah.
I don't need rescuing.
Fox has missed a discussion about model world and things like
Yeah,
that.
he's missed all the good times.
You'll
Darn it.
catch up with it.
See what happens when I'm not here? Good conversation.
Right, I am going to disappear now, though. I'm going to go and rest my eyeball. So
Yeah, you take care, mate.
I shall see you all in a couple of weeks' time, no doubt.
Oh, all right, Chris. Yeah, look after yourself. Good to see you back.
Take
anyway.
care, Chris.
Yeah,
Right, there you
absolutely.
go,
I shall
mate.
return. So thanks. See you all soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Shall I do the what's in store?
Yeah, do the what's in store. Go on.
May as well. Get it done and out of the way. Did I miss anything important, though?
No, it was just killing time till he got back, mate.
Right, let me get everything. Right, yeah. Where were we? Yeah. I'm just trying to remember how I turned this wagon into this, but I can't remember. This is a different.
Did you film it, Ted?
I didn't film it, no.
Because I had this once where I was
However,
trying to remember.
there's two different wagons here. This is a wooden one.
Yeah.
Or it's supposed to be a wooden one. And this is a steel one.
Yeah.
So it would really come in for some chipping and rust. So
When I was doing my Goliath Warhammer, I had to play back the Lehman Russ because I couldn't remember how I painted the Lehman Russ. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it hadn't been that long. And it was like, yeah, I can't remember how I did that. I know, let's just watch the video back.
It's like crystal find. You actually forget how you do techniques.
Yes.
And then
Yeah.
which way round it goes.
Yeah, if it's an obscure technique that you haven't done for a while, it does take a while, doesn't it, to remember. I do that quite a bit.
Yeah. Well, I know that I can chip this, so I'll do some of that later on.
Chipping. Chipping.
I like to say that my techniques vary all the time, but that's only because I can't remember how I've done any of them. Each time I do it different because I've forgotten.
Yeah. Exactly that, mate. It's like, yeah.
Right, let's get this done, shall we? We should go and do a what's in store.
All right.
Let's do a what's in store, dear.
So, I've gone through and selected some items. These are from the new section of the store. We'll just go through what's new now. So, I shall whiz through and show you some things. And we'll see what we get on with. So, let us start. I might need some help talking about these because most of them are things I don't know anything about. So, hey,
Yeah, hold up a minute. You need help talking about things.
yeah.
You're clearly ill.
I know. Right, so we shall start off with an Edouard. All these things, by the way, they're in stock or pre-order, some of them, but they are in stock or pre-order. We don't know how many of them they have. They might have one, they might have 1,000. So if you want to make sure, if any of these tickle your fancy, you want to guarantee you get one, what do you need to do, Ted?
You need to slap it in your basket.
And don't forget,
It's not yours until you check it out.
yeah, so don't sit on it, because if there's one in stock and somebody else pays for it first, you've lost out.
Yeah, you've been mugged. You've been mugged
off. Right, so starting off with this, the Edouard 148 Airco DH2 Profi Pack Edition. This is a nice little funky vintage airplane. I love the fact that they hadn't yet got to the point of building the entire fuselages. They'd just done bits. I like that. Open framework, and it's like, well, it keeps it nice and light. But it's a Profi Pack, so it's got plastic parts and photo etch parts, which are pre-painted photo etch. And it comes with painting masks as well. There's no resin. And you get a choice of 4 different paint schemes. As you can see here. It's a funky little thing, and it's like a bath with wings.
It is rather nice little thing, that, isn't it? It's a bit like the old Magnificent Men and their flying machines, isn't it? You know,
Yeah.
I seem to recall that this is about one of the very first aircraft that I built all those years ago when I was back in primary school.
Just see you piloting that, Ted, with your leather flying helmet and your white silk scarf flapping about.
Taken off from a field somewhere.
It will have, the kit I built, it wouldn't have been as detailed as this. It was probably
Is that a
probably
solid tail
air
section,
fix.
or is that just lattice?
It's wireframe lattice, yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it's like literally they built the cockpit and then just put wings on it and a frame.
Oh, could you just imagine it? You land that and you're just about to drop the tail down, and it's like, is it going to? Yeah.
If you look at it now, though, if you took the tail off it, it would just be like one of those things that they fly out of airfields now with a parachute on them.
Yeah, I know the ones. Yeah.
If you took the tail off it and the framework, it'd be like, which is the front or which is the back?
Yeah. We've still got a geezer that goes down Lasham Airport with one of the auto gyros. Do you remember them?
Oh god, yeah. I've got they had been James Bond, didn't they? The auto gyros.
Yeah, and it is a proper little contraption, and he's got the proper wing commander moustache with the waxed ends and that. Nice. He's a proper eccentric fella, and he's like,
just scroll down again, Fox. It's got the names of the people that flew them. Robert HMS Sonsbury.
Oh yes,
Captain John O. Andrews,
William G.S. Coffey,
Captain William G.S. Coffey, number 32 French Corps, Royal Flying Corps.
Yeah. Definitely the Rupert. Definitely the Rupert.
Oh yeah, I love the fact that like William G.S. Curfew, like that GS in the middle, that's just such a World War One like memorial name, isn't it? GS.
It's going to be something like Gulliver Stanley, isn't it? It's like
Gulliver Stanley Lee. Yes, all 1916. So these are basically 1916. That's thousands of years ago.
It wasn't too long before 1916 when the Wright brothers had the first flight. Who's the historians in the room? Who can tell us when the first flight was?
The scary thing is, right,
brothers?
From the first flight of the Wright brothers to landing on the moon was less time than from landing on the moon to now. And what have we done in the last 50 years? Not a lot.
I mean, when you think of the Wright brothers, like you say, 90 years later, you got the space shuttle going up. It was just unbelievable, wasn't it?
Mm. Right,
now we've got Starship, you know.
Yeah. Starship. I don't know why I did that. Yeah. So that's the Edward 148 Airco DH2 Profi Pack, which means it's got some paint. Perfect. Yeah, they're quite good then. They've got like bits of painted photo etch for all the nice bits. Next up, we have something unusual. The Build Army 133rd, there's a scale, Leopard 2A6 main battle tank. MBT, massive big tank.
Absolutely. Ooh. They obviously made the mould and they've realised, that's a bit bigger than 32nd scale, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's Lego, isn't it? It's like...
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah. So hence the bizarre scale. But I thought I'd show this, but I've got another one to go with it because this is another one of these not Lego manufacturers. And they've got a whole range.
Lego.
Yeah. And if you've never come across them, like Lego, you can't get army stuff because they don't do army stuff. These guys... at Build Army basically specialise in military stuff, but not just modern day. If I can press all the wrong buttons, that'd be great. They also do World War II.
Oh, menu discipline.
I know, it's terrible. Isn't it? The Kubelwagen.
They've got loads. I think the real thing looked as though it was made from Lego.
Yeah. It did, didn't it? Looked like a couple of corrugated roof panels welded together, didn't it?
Yeah. But if you fancy yourself a bit of military Lego, they've got World War II, they've got German, Russian, European World War II, they've got tanks and all. They've got half-track. They've got a half-track, German half-track and American half-track.
Half-track. Nice bloke he is. Runs the golden barge.
So if you want to get yourself some military Lego, they don't come with figures. I don't think they do minifigs. I don't think they're specifically minifig scale either. But yeah, they're quite neat. I suppose
the nearest you would get would be mini art figures, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean they might be minifig scale. I don't know, but they don't say they come with them. So challenging 8. There's 1,400 bricks in that one, an 8 out of 10 experience.
Oh, that's a lot of bricks. How many of them do you think I'd get between my toes?
All of them. And it does say bizarrely in their own description, ideal for the advanced Lego builders. They're mentioning another brand in their own blurb, which is interesting.
Yeah.
It comes with cross insignia stickers. Doesn't say it comes. It's fully compatible with Lego, so you could get yourself a little minifig if it was the same. Oh, it is minifigure scale, 1/33. There you go.
Happy days. There you go.
Yeah, so you can get minifigs in that. So get yourself a couple of minifigs for your Kubelwagen. So there you go. That is the Build Army. Go and have a look at the Build Army section. There's a whole load of different tanks and vehicles in there. It's really good. Go and check them out.
Everyone needs to build one of them little staff cars because, you can take it out of the war era and just make it anything, can't you? So
they were quite popular in California in the 50s and 60s, Kubelwagen.
Yeah.
Right, so that's them too. What's up next? Something everybody should
just
have.
before we go on to the next one, my scale modelling chaos comes back and says 1903 was the first power control flight.
There you go.
Yeah. Do you remember that, Ted?
So just 13 years later, there were people.
You got the disowned silence, mate.
I did.
You got tumbleweed and crickets there, mate.
I got the shut up Wesley, didn't I? There.
You did, mate.
Anyway, moving on. Next, we have something that we all need, and no excuses. Respirators. Yes.
That would be an ecumenical matter.
Yeah, this is the Foresight half-face mask with Typhoon valve and AP23 press-to-check filters, twin respirator. They also sell the filters for these separately for refills. If you're doing any kind of spraying, I don't care whether it's acrylic paint, enamel paint, lacquer paint, whether it's primer, doesn't matter what it is. If you're spraying indoors, like in a spray booth, you have to wear a respirator, not a
Yeah.
paper mask, because it's not dust. You're not putting a shelf up. You must wear a respirator.
Anything that
Yeah,
sheds
it-
particles into the air.
Yeah, it's no good just holding your breath. It doesn't work.
Been, even like sanding resin parts, things like that, because
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
you
especially
really
resin.
don't want resin cough, folks.
No, because nothing should go in your lungs apart from air.
Exactly.
And if you ever want to know how bad spraying is, next time you get your spray booth out, just put a light behind your spray booth.
Yeah.
And then watch all the stuff that comes out from the front of the spray booth and balloons up into the air. As soon as you see that, you realise how inefficient they are. Yeah, you need to wear a respirator. So if you've not got one already and you do airbrush or anything like that, and even if you're like rattle canning outdoors, you don't need to, but it's probably good if you wear one outdoors, even maybe, because you're still breathing stuff in. I do mine in the garden. But 40 quid, that's pretty good. It's a lot cheaper than a 3M mask.
It's cheaper than a pair of lungs, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Well, exactly. And it says that the cartridges are EN 14387 2004 and 143 200.
Good
and they're
spec.
good for. It says it does say somewhere. I can't remember. Oh yeah, many gases, particulates, many gases, and vapors. Yeah, vapors is the problem, and particulates is what you're after.
Well, yeah, lack of vapours, anything like that, lack of thinners, anything like is pretty potent stuff.
Yeah,
and don't forget as well that the filters, when you get the filters, they'll usually come in an airtight pack.
Yes.
Because when you open them, they become time expired.
Yes,
or they start the time expiry, and after so long, you're supposed to change them whether you've used them or not. Because
the charcoal breaks down, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Actually, I must change mine. Mine are been in there for about 2 years, but I've hardly used them.
Yeah, I'm looking at mine with the little covering of powder on them, thinking, they need changing.
Yeah. So, if you've not got one already and you do any kind of spraying, go and get yourself one of these. It's 40 quid. It's better than getting lung diseases.
I'm not saying I'm tight by any chance here, but I've got the access panels on the outside of my filters. Mm-hmm. And I may have stuck the nozzle of the Dyson in there and gave them a little bit of a once over just to give them a bit of extra life. Yeah.
Nothing wrong with
not
that.
The recommended thing.
No. Go and pick one of those up. If you haven't got one and you spray, you need it. No arguments. Shut up. Go and buy it now. Do it.
Phil Lewis
says do it. I say do it. Ted says do it.
Yeah. Phil Lewis has given a recommendation that he said it's a very good respirator.
Oh, good. Nice. Right, so next
also,
up we have...
forget, folks, if you are like myself who've got facial furniture, just adjust the straps. It's a lot tighter than it would be because goatee beards or any facial hair move the respirator away from your face and the vapours can still get in through your facial hair.
Yeah, so make sure that thing is...
Yeah, give your beard a trim or make sure that you can get as much of it inside as possible.
Mm-hmm. Good advice. Right, next up... It's not out yet, and I had to go and find extra information. But next up is the Italeri 1/12 Lancia Stratos HFGR4. This is coming out in December, and it's a pre-order. Now, there's no information here, apart from about the real car. So I went to Italeri's website, and we have more information. It says... the 1/12 scale line is now expanding with 100% new supermodel dedicated to a true icon. Here, the main features 100% new molds developed with the most advanced solutions, frame, interiors, and engine accurately reproduced. Opening doors and front rear bonnet, super decal sheet, photo etch Festa, and chromed parts, working suspensions, realistic rubber tyres, steering wheels. And yes, it's pre-order available now. And it looks, and these are all CGI renders, but it looks
it does look rather sexy, doesn't it? Let's be honest.
Yeah, it looks a bit fabulous, that.
Having built a 24th scale Italieri Stratos, the decals, they look complicated, but if you follow a method, you'll get them down no problem.
Don't look at that bit, Festa.
Can't see anything, mate. I've got a black rectangle on my screen, mate.
Good.
Yeah.
So 1/12 is going to be a good old size. It's going to be a nice kit to build.
It's going to be a nice one.
Yeah, and it is, of course, a legendary car, the Stratos. It's just like, I mean, one of my all-time favorite car designs is that I know it was only ever a concept, but the Lancia Delta Stratos.
Yeah.
Oh, that was like the Pink Panther car, but if they'd actually made it real.
Stratos is one of the most requested. Can it have a reboot cars, isn't it? Because
and this is a brand new tooling basically, so it's available for pre-order now. So if you want to pick one up when it comes out in December, I think it's been delayed because the website did say coming out in 2023, and then it didn't. So, yes, it's due this December. So if you want to pick one of these up, go and pre-order it now. Press the pre-order button. I don't think you should pay for it until it comes out, or I can't remember actually. Doesn't matter. It's you want it anyway.
No, the payment won't go out until the order's actually been acknowledged.
Fulfilled.
And I think 1/12 scale, you can make all them lights light up.
You could really the detail freaks will really have fun with this because
they will.
All the wiring, braided hose aftermarket and stuff that's going to come out for this car is going to be massive. So
I mean, it's probably worth getting the kit, pre-ordering it, getting it, and then sitting on it whilst all the third-party kits come out.
I mean, a lot of the Lancia Delta Integrale stuff would be compatible to braided hose and that. So,
that's true.
So there are parts about in 1/12 that might do it, but get your photo references going, folks, because this is going to go like hotcakes. It really is.
Yes. So if you want to get one, you want to guarantee to get one when it comes out in December. Get your pre-order in. Don't mess about.
Yeah.
Get it in there. So there you go.
I don't know whether it's a limited run or not. That I don't know, but there's a lot of interest in it.
Doesn't actually say because they're adding it to their 1/12 scale line.
Yeah. But there you go. You can get a PDF file as well to download and have a looky-loo, folks.
If you make a note of that email address, that web address, iteleri.com/en/article/840, there's a PDF file where you can find more information.
Yeah. It's certainly, well, you could got a big download attachment there as well, Arrow. So, they just grab it as well, can't they, from there?
Yeah.
But it's certainly tweaked the ear rolls, I must admit. But
That's one to keep an eye on. So there you go. That's the 1/12 Lancia Stratos HFG. I do apologise. There's no way to get around the menu without going to both the screen. Lancia Stratos HFGR4. Next up, we have, this is one especially for Chris, the Hobby Boss 148th. Just keep that number in. It's 148th U2S Dragon Lady Senior Span.
Oh my God, that is, yeah.
See that tiny little cockpit there? That tiny little cockpit?
Yeah.
148th.
Yeah.
That's going to be about, what, 4 foot across or something stupid?
I'm envisaging the wingspan already, and it's like,
Yeah, that's going to be massive.
Yeah. And I'll tell you something, that is a really attractive price.
Yeah, 47 quid.
Yeah. Because you're going to get rather a lot of wingage going on there, folks.
Yeah, it's going to be massive. Now, there isn't actually any kit. There's lots of information about the thing itself, but not the actual kit, unfortunately. But yeah, it's 148 scale. If you like building big, massive planes, see, this is up Chris's street because he does 144 scale, but it's huge.
Absolutely.
It's probably bigger than most, model kits of commercial jetliners and stuff just because of its size. So.
Well, we got him, didn't we? Because he said he liked 1/4 scale because he didn't take up much space. So we got him a 1/4 Antonov, didn't we?
Yeah, we got him that. And then he got the mouse. He got the mouse tank.
That was it. It's
bigger than a Beyblade.
Bless him.
So if you like your unusual aircraft and you like bigness, I like big planes and I cannot lie.
Yeah.
The Hobby Boss 148th U2S Dragon Lady Senior Span. Unfortunately, like I said, there's no information on the actual kit I can give you.
And again, just think of the detail you can add to it at that scale.
Yeah. And if you like a challenge, painting black planes. They're a bit like painting black submarines.
There's a challenge in painting black planes.
Don't just paint it black. Try and get all the different panel textures and colours. That's your challenge.
There's no such colour as black, is there? It's. Are you like me? When I buy a pot of black paint, I always put a little bit of grey in it just to knock the edge off of it.
No, but I will now.
Yeah.
But it's like when you see people that make, say, modern day or especially Russian submarines that or American, like the Typhoon class and stuff, they're just black because it's all the lining on it. And it's like, there's no middle ground. There's people that just paint it black and that's it, and then there's people that spend months
Yeah,
weathering
the only
it.
thing black's needed for is panel lines. Other than that, it's like,
Yeah. So that's the 148 Dragon Lady. Go get that, and then regret that your workbench is nowhere near big enough, or you've got nowhere to put it.
Yeah.
But it's a good regret. Next up, this is a bit unusual. This is a remote control jet.
Oh, nice
right.
one.
I didn't even know remote control jets were a thing you could buy.
Mm.
So it's the E-Flight Viper 64mm EDF Jet BNF Basic with AS3X and Safe Select. It's basically a remote control jet plane.
Is it a jet engine?
Yes, I
Yeah.
think. It looks like it's one of them foam bodies because it's got that kind of slight texture like foam.
Oh, there's a bit of turbine going on under there, isn't there?
Yeah, it does tell me about the construction in a minute. I'll get to that. But yeah, you see that kind of texture like it's the polystyrene foam like body.
Yeah.
I used to have a glider that you threw that had that kind of texture, and it's just brilliant.
Yeah, it's got all the awesomeness in it.
Let's have a look at the words. The words. Jet flying experience unlike any other. Blah, blah, blah. Stability of a low-wing sport airplane. Even if it's your first ever EDF, I don't know what that is. It delivers excellent speed, vertical performance, and aerobatic capability while also being easier to launch or take off and land than other similar class models. It comes with... It's scaled down from the extremely popular 70 and 90mm. Best choice for first ever and everyday jet for intermediate to experienced pilots. It's got batteries. Really? Batteries?
Just
Oh, I
above
suppose,
the
yeah, for
key
the electronics.
features section, it says about it having a motor with a high power outrunner motor, an 11-blade fan.
Oh, so it's not actually a jet, it's a fan. I see. So it's a turbo fan kind of.
Yeah, it's like a high
Ah.
speed. Yeah.
That's cool.
That's-
I like that then. Yeah, a scale jet model with really smooth sport airplane handling. Has no cheater holes. No cheater holes. 11-blade fan delivers excellent top speed and vertical performance plus a turbine-like sound.
There you go.
Doesn't say what its top speed is, I don't think. But it comes with servos, motor, brushless ESC, and receiver, and everything else. So there you go. Wingspan.
Yeah, I see it now. It's a turbo fan.
Yeah, it's like a brushless outrunner motor in it, so it's going to have plenty of whiz.
Yeah, and it's some experience, so it's probably not too
Yeah,
complicated.
it's probably going to have the performance of a jet.
Yeah.
Functional flaps. I always like a girl with functional flaps.
Post it. I can do this.
So there you go. If you've ever wanted to have a go at like sort of jet plane, remote control planes, and you fancied a jet-like experience, but you don't want to spend like 35 grand on an actual jet, remote control jet, grab yourself that, because this is an ultimate boys' toy, isn't it? Or girls'
Certainly
toy,
is,
anybody's
mate.
toy. So yeah, it's the E-Flight Viper 64mm EDF jet. I thought I'd show this because a lot of people know that eModels do like remote control stuff, but they think it's just like remote control cars and things. No, they do all remote control. And then last of all, something that everyone should have on their workbench. It's the most exciting thing you're going to see tonight in the show. What is there to say?
What more could you say?
Yeah. Have it on your bench or for other reasons. We all use kitchen roll, but you know what? Kitchen roll, you run out at the worst moment. This stuff just lasts forever, and it's full.
Yeah, and it's centre feed as well, so you can just get to watch it spiral out.
Oh yeah, and it's perfect for cleaning airbrushes because it doesn't tend to leave all the crud left in the airbrush because it's not non-pilling. There's probably not much of a description. Oh, there we go. It's got more information than some of the kits. It's an efficient solution for hand drying in high traffic areas. So yeah, get yourself some of this stuff. It's great for airbrushing, airbrush cleaning.
You can guarantee if you've got some of that in your workshop, the wife will want to borrow it.
Oh yeah.
You'll come in the workshop, you'll get your dirty hands and your dirty brushes, you'll look for your blue roll and it won't be there.
Yeah. But don't forget though, that the upside of that is she might come in and say, I need to borrow that towel. Here are some makeup brushes.
That would be an ecumenical matter.
Bit of a barter going on there, so that would work for you.
Yeah, mine
So-
usually goes, oh, that would come in useful. Straight away, it's like, yeah, I'm going to have to hide this behind many model boxes.
Yeah, so I know what you do. You'd order it for your workbench, and then it just end up cleaning the oven with it.
Yeah.
So there you go. So that's the what's in store. I'll quickly whiz through again. We've got the Airco DH2 Profi Pack, the Build Army military stuff. Go and check out the Build Army section. Just search for Build Army. There's millions of them, all kinds of stuff. I just didn't want to show lots of German half tracks and tanks because they do modern stuff as well. Face mask, get some soon. Pre-order your amazing car because that's going to be fantastic. That just needs to happen.
Somebody worked out the wingspan on that. It was 651 millimeters.
Oh, nice.
That means, do you know, that's only a little bit shorter than the 1/500 scale space battleship Yamato.
That's like 2 foot across, isn't it?
Yeah.
2.5, 3 foot, yeah. It's huge.
That's super massive, isn't it?
And they're really thin wings as well. It's the best bit. There's almost nothing there. Right, so there you go. That's the what's in store. So go and buy them all. Shall I dive straight into the giveaway thing, seeing as I'm up? And
Yeah,
sharing?
you might as well, mate.
Yeah. So if you remember on the last show, we did our usual giveaway. One of you guys want to explain about the bucket of happiness?
He's got a big box of photo etch. There you go.
That's all you need to know.
That's all you need to know, mate.
Yeah, he's got a big bucket of all kinds of stuff. We don't know what you're going to win. Could be anything.
All that photo etch.
Oh yeah.
Gold.
So you could get paints, you could get brushes, you could get kits, or there is that bag of 500 frames of photo etch.
Yeah,
One day
scary
that will
thought,
happen.
isn't it?
One day that will happen. We've suggested some names to James, mate, if they ever come up. If they ever win, you know. Right, so yes, we put a comment on that. We did the show a couple of weeks ago, 3 or 4 weeks ago. If you haven't put a comment on there yet, go and do it now. You're going to have a few seconds. It's show 295. Let's refresh the page and see how many comments we've got. We have do. Oh, hello, I didn't want to do that. We have 12 comments. We've got an extra comment. So you've got a few seconds. I have to remember to take this bit off the front, don't I? Because you get all this other crud on the back of the URL now with ad blockers and stuff. It's like, go away. Right, so that's the show. Let us get into there, you see. And we want to filter users, and winners is 1. And right, Ted, 4 plus 2.
Hang on.
Cole, any idea?
42.
42. I was going to say M. Right. It tends not to work the first time I do it. Oh, 12. Right. There you go. Too late now. If you're taking your time, SOL. Are you ready?
Absolutely.
2,
1.
1. Glyn Kilgore, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. I do not mean. I'll say that again. I mean do like photo etch, because I love spending an hour searching for a piece that's cleaned off, and I do not want the carpet monster getting, and then it fades out. Oh well, I don't get the full comment. Curses. Anyway, Glyn Kilgore 1, 2, 3. Congratulations.
Well done.
Well done. You've won something. I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know what it is.
Yeah, we don't know what it'll be. So
We don't know where it is, and neither will you till it turns up on the door.
yeah, and you open that box. So send an email to the address at the bottom of the screen, ted@emodels.co.uk. We need your name, your address, and your phone number for the delivery driver.
Mm-hmm.
And then once it turns up, put a picture up in the Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/scale model
And
addicts.
Glyn is in the chat.
Ooh, lovely.
Yeah,
Well
because
done.
make us all jealous and show us what you've won.
Absolutely. Bung
they're-
in the scale model addicts group.
Yep, I don't want to give anything away. I don't want to say anything, but I've been told some of the things that are in there, and there is some really good stuff in there in that magic bucket. Stuff that like they can't sell anymore because it's out of print or whatever, and they're just like, yeah, we'll just give it away.
Exactly.
Yeah. Or you might get a Pez dispenser because whatever they've got, it could be anything.
Yeah, and like 3, 2, 1, there is a booby prize. You get Fox for a week.
Yeah, you get me for a week and no earmuffs.
Yeah.
No ear protectors. Right, so there you go. Well done, Clint. I shall stop sharing that. There we go. Cool beans. I'll shut up now. My bit's done.
He's done. He don't know what to do with himself now, does he?
Steady.
But yeah, no, you've got to be in it to win it, folks. That's the thing with the giveaways, you know. Put your name down. Why not?
Yep.
It's free.
You might get something really good, and all you have to do is put a comment on a video. So a silly comment on a video.
Exactly.
From what I have seen, though, when people do post the pictures in on the Facebook group, that they're actually not bad prizes.
Yeah, somebody got like a biplane, didn't they? At one of them, I think, or something.
Yeah. And you've got to build a biplane. It's like, you know, it's a rite of passage in the hobby, isn't it? Biplane.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Crafting Budgie Mama says, no, I don't want Fox for a week. Haley, you're out of house and home.
You take your punishment, Natasha, like the rest of us have to.
See, James says he'd enjoy hosting me for a week, and I'd like that because he's in Canada, and that means access to good poutine. So
yeah, padlock the fridge.
Yeah.
Sprue and Glue says, just feed him a pot noodle every day. Yeah, that'll work.
Beef and tomato, just to punish him. I'll just walk up to him every 5 minutes and go, chassis.
Oh. You're making me clench things. I don't want to clench things.
Or even better, mispronunciation.
Oh. Do not make me an espresso. Oh. And don't do anything on accident. Oh.
Yeah. You're giving all these things away now, see, and it's all ammo for me. It's like,
well, it's just comedy. It's grist to the comedy mill, isn't it?
Exactly.
Right, so I did absolutely nothing whatsoever then tonight. I painted a twig, basically.
I was just pleased that I didn't see you picking up gold, mate. I'm amazed.
Nah, I think there's enough gold on there. Gold.
You're saving it for Wednesday, aren't you?
Yeah, but you know what's next there? Once I've got all the details painted, I've then got to shade the gold.
Yeah.
And then when that's done, I've got to highlight the gold.
There you go.
I didn't do much. Well, it sort of started weathering his fan. I'll probably get it finished now. I'm just rooting around for different weathering.
Yeah, but it's something
products.
different, and it just gets the old palette going, doesn't it? You know, that's all I've done is mounted me figures, and that's about me, really. It's just got a little bit of lipstick and mascara to do on the woodwork. Let that dry off, and then I'll do a bit more blending on me poster, me mural, so I can do a bit more on that. And it's just going around doing lipstick and mascara, getting ready to call it done.
Yeah. It's looking fabulous there.
I know. It's different, isn't it?
I'm probably going to take some time out at some point and just crack on with that and just get it done because I need to move on to other things.
I've got
only having a couple of hours a week. It's taking forever.
Yeah, I've got my next project sat on the left there, so that'll be coming out on the bench at some point soon.
It's like when you've got something where you can just do lots of painting in one go, it's great. But when it's tiny little fiddly details, you can't get through it that fast. So 2 or 3 hours a week. Yeah, I need to just crack on with that.
Stop whining.
I'm not whining. It's great fun. I'm enjoying painting it. Don't get me wrong. It's great.
Don't worry about it. Take as long as you need to at the end of the day.
I'm looking forward to the snakes. I like snakes.
Of course, you got snake detail, ain't you?
Snakes. I've got a tiny little lizard as well and a frog to paint. That's be great.
Oh, happy days.
Anyway, I think it's time that we wrapped up for the evening because we're on overtime.
Yeah, cool. Yes, that time already.
Yeah,
beyond that time.
I'm off again on my holidays in the next few days.
Nice one.
I'm going for a few days to Pickering.
Oh,
is that a distillery or near a distillery?
Yeah, the land of James Herriot and Heartbeat. And it also coincides with the Goth weekend. What's a place called? What's a place called? It just It's a
What is
goth
it?
week. Whitby. Yeah.
Whitby. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to take the train up, and we're going to go to Whitby for the goth festival.
Goth as in
yeah.
like eyeshadow and black leather and or gothic like stuff, kind of.
Well, I'm just hoping that Cole can send me one of his hats. That'd go a bit steampunkish.
Yeah, you
There
could
you
go
go.
all steampunk, mate. I could send you the one with the old blinkers on it, mate.
Yeah, goggles is always the answer when it's steampunk, isn't it?
Absolutely, you got to have your steampunk goggles, mate.
Yeah,
That's it. That's what I'm looking for.
that's the fun.
Yeah. So yeah, Bobbin said Ted's going to a goth festival.
Yeah.
Should be fun.
He's gonna have like a flick of black eyeshadow and
Yeah, he's got to go looking like Alice Cooper, isn't he? Is yeah.
yeah, he'll perfect the dejected looking walk and go.
Yeah, he's going to be all emo when he comes back, isn't he?
Do you want a cup of tea, Ted?
It's probably just I look like walking death anyway, so I don't need.
Oh, bless you.
So yeah, I'll go up there and enjoy that. So that's where I'm going. I'm going for another break from the children because it's half term this week.
You're calling us children? Oh, you mean your actual children, right?
He's right, though. We are children. I mean, I'm only
Well,
five
this
and
is
a
true.
half.
We are basically a bird, aren't we, us two?
Absolutely.
So anyway, time to go. I'm going to wrap up anyway. Or whether the two want to stay up, but I'm going to go and get some rest before we do it all again tomorrow.
Happy days, mate.
Yes. So yeah. So next time you see me, I'll be dressed as a goth.
Yeah, you got to do Goth Cam, Ted. We've got to have news updates on this.
Yeah.
Get one of them rings in your nose and everything.
And don't forget as well, it's Scale Model World at Telford. If you
At
go
Telford, yes, folks.
go and see the guys on the eModels stand.
Yep.
And buy something from them. They'll
Buy many things.
All the things.
All the things is the right answer.
Okay. Right, I'm going to go and I'll see you all again sometime.
Take care,
until next
folks.
time.
Bye-bye.
Adios,
See you
amigos.
again. Bye now.